Hi everyone, come on up on the porch.
Hi, I'm Pete McGill, your Younger Legs for Older Runners blogger, and I'd like to welcome you to the State of the Blog address. I wanted to let you know about a few of the things that we're going to be introducing to the blog in the next few days. The first thing, and our major introduction, will be road race rankings. These are going to be online probably Monday, Tuesday at latest. We're also going to be introducing a store, an online store where we're going to sell things like t-shirts, hats, buttons, mouse pads, you know, your usual assortment of knickknacks. Finally, we're going to be putting together pages for records, both for relay records for all age groups, all relay distances, and also for road race records, and once again for all distances and age group. I'd actually like to show you a little bit more in particular what we're going to be doing, so why don't you come on inside. Alright, if you'll just come on through here, I'm going to show you where the magic happens. Yes, this is it. This is the office, the corner of the kitchen. And this is where everything you see on the Younger Legs for Older Runners blog takes shape, right here on this computer. If you want to come over closer, the first thing I'd like to talk about is the rankings. As I said, this is going to be introduced in the next couple days. We've worked really hard for the last couple months. I've been working with John Cito, who put together the Masters Track Rankings. And we basically took his software for the Masters Track Rankings and we adapted it so that it would be able to serve the Younger Legs for Older Runners community as a road race ranking system. With the rankings, we originally envisioned a two-pronged approach to getting your actual results into the rankings. The first was going to be importing results from different races. We were going to have race directors provide results, we would put them in. As a secondary and backup method, we've got a form on our website where you can actually go in and submit individual results from any race you run. It's a very easy form to fill out. In fact, I'll show you in a second where you can find a video tutorial if you have any questions about it at all. But what I wanted to say is at this point we've had less than a lot of success with negotiating through RRCA, Running USA, and some of the other major running organizations to facilitate the importing of these results. It's one of the reasons that the rankings have been delayed up till this point. And we finally decided that while we work on that, we're just going to put the rankings up as is, and for 2009 we're going to make it a complete self-service ranking service. Now to get to the rankings, it's going to be easy. This is the Younger Legs for Older Runners homepage as it currently exists. You'll see up here in the left-hand corner that there's a quick links. Well, now I'm going to take you to a page where we're building the new sidebars for the rankings site. I want you to take a look. There's a quick links on the rankings site too. This will soon be the quick links for the home page. Up here you'll find that there is now home. The next one is store. The third entry will be road race rankings. All you'll have to do is click on road race rankings. It'll take you straight to the road race rankings page. You'll note there's a blue bar across the top here. That's for submitting results, for looking up your name under the athletes list, for checking the rankings in men's events, women's events. I'm going to take you back to the page where we're building the sidebar quickly. I just want you to note one thing. Right down here under the quick links, you'll see that there's actually a video tutorial. All you have to do is click on that and I'm going to teach you how to submit a race result to the Younger Legs for Older Runners road race rankings. So all you have to do is click on that and you get a tutorial on exactly how to use road race rankings. Something else you're going to notice is that there are little ads here for the store. There's a Get Behind Younger Legs here. There's shirts, hats, stuff down here. Up in this corner there's a top 100 t-shirts. You'll notice that there's a photo right here with the model wearing the top 100 shirt. We're going to offer top 100 t-shirts to anyone who ends up ranked in the top 100 for their race distance and their age group. Down here, we'll just go on one of the links right here. If you clicked on the Younger Legs store photo right down here, you click and it's taking them all to get there. Luckily on another tab, I just happen to have the Younger Legs store right there waiting for us. Funny how that turns out, huh? And if you look down here, you'll just see here's a Younger Legs shirt. Here's a shirt with our favorite banner girl on the front. There's a Younger Legs mouse pad. If you go to another page, you can find some Fluffy Bunny Track Club stuff. You can find a Fluffy Bunny Track Club hat, Fluffy Bunny Track Club hoodie here. All sorts of good stuff. There's a lot of work that goes into putting on the Younger Legs for Older Runners blog. Both myself and John Cito have put in a lot of hours into this. Andy Ducati has put in a lot of time. And hopefully you'll feel that it's worth going into the store, maybe buying a t-shirt, maybe buying a hat, or some other knick-knack as a show of support for the blog. The final thing I want to talk to you about today is participation. Your participation. Since the outset of this blog, I've always seen it as the online equivalent of all of us runners standing around after a workout and talking, whether it's track or road racing, talking running. I like to think that we trade ideas, that we trade training ideas, that we trade stories, and I like to think the blog sort of has that atmosphere. The thing is that if it's going to stay vital, if it's going to keep on going, I need participation from all of you. In two big projects coming up, like I said, the relays and the road race rankings, I'm going to need you to look at those lists. Look for things that might be missing, from performances that might be missing, and let me know. My email is all over the home page of the blog, coachmcgill@gmail.com, and please feel free to use that link and to email me. Also, on a weekly basis, when it comes to the big races around the country, I know there's a tendency to think that everything is online, you know, that any information you want is out there on the internet. But the truth is, it's tough to track all of this down. And, you know, I don't have a silent radio running through the room here that tells me everything that's going on in your neighborhood, whether it's up in, you know, upstate Michigan or back in New England or down in Florida. You know, it's very hard for me to keep track. And I count on you letting me know what's going on. Another big aspect of participation would be, hey, if you've got an article you'd like to write and post, if you know something about exercise physiology, if you know something about core work or resistance training or interval training or recovery, if there's something about injury treatment, if you know an athlete you'd like to interview, if you're a coach yourself and have some workout plan you'd like to share, anything you have to share. If you just have a story about track you'd like to write, or a story about road racing that, you know, has been one of those stories you always tell around the table with other runners, like after a race when you're having breakfast or lunch or whatever, that'd be a great thing to either write up and email to me, or email me your phone number. I'll call you. You can just tell it to me over the phone. I'll type it up and post it. I'm telling you, we can never get enough points of view. There's always room for somebody who has something to say, and the blog comes alive when all of your voices are represented. So I encourage you to participate and be part of the blog. This is your blog as well as my blog, and together I'm hoping that we can keep sailing forth and building on what we've been doing the past few months.